over the last, what, 3-4 years of development, I've come to realize that, you know, trying to do mechanically complicated games in VR is interesting because I assumed that there was going to be a bunch of old people playing VR, but it's a bunch of new people, so they don't have 40 years of video game cumulative muscle memory and experience that we do. So you have to explain to them a lot of mechanics from scratch. So this will be, I don't know, the 20th iteration of the tutorials, and I am not doing this ever fucking again. So we got the drones, we have the voiceover interface dialogue box visual novel thing that I made because we don't have enough time to do real fully animated everything. You know, it tells you how to navigate, you step on the, you know, you got our mission objectives, right? It's been tough for me because I'm the type of person that skips tutorials and cutscenes. Like, Val is a real writer, so, you know, we're always going at it. Like, you know, I'm like, anime, who cares, it's pretty. And she's like, it has to make sense because she's a real writer, so it's a whole thing. Reload, you know, blah, blah. It's like I had to make these, you know, pop up trigger targets or whatever. Now obviously this is the gray box version. I will come back and make it look pretty. Let me get rid of this digital distortion effect so you can actually see what the hell is going on. So yeah, you come through here, then you start seeing advertising and billboards and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, because it's a, you know, it's a murder sport. Come through here, people start cheering and stuff. You come into the auditorium, you pick up your weapons. I had to make all kinds of toggles to disable functionality and UI to tell you that the functionality was disabled, you know what I mean? Like before you used to spawn with your weapons, so like to make it so you can pick them up, I had to disable the ability to like your holsters, and then I had to make holster deactivation triggers and all kinds of stupid shit. So yeah, whatever, you come through this glass, people start cheering, you know what I'm saying? I got like a bunch of soccer recordings to fake it for right now. Yeah, you come through here, you destroy some targets, you learn how to shoot. You come through here, you destroy a few more targets, you learn how shields work. I also had to think about what I was gonna do for the people who skip the tutorials, people like me. The people who skip all the damn cutscenes because they take too long because you want to play a game, not watch a movie. Though, you know what I mean? Like, there are two types. There's the people who are like obsessed with lore and everything and want to go through the tutorials from scratch, because the original tutorials I built straight up like Armored Core, and no one has the patience for turn left 3 times, turn right 4 times, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck like it used to. It's VR, it's in first person, there's a lot of mechanics, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you have to explain all that. So here, you come through here, you know, a little platforming, redux, a little bit more platforming, then you come to your arena area, elevator comes down, blah blah blah, pick up your shield, right? Like shield, so for example, I had to be able to disable shield and then give you an indicator that shield was disabled, because before shield was always all the time. You know, heal yourself, you gotta put both hands on the terminal and then, you know, your health comes back. Then this is the wall run sequence. I played a shitload of Roller Dome and Tony Hawk and all those games to try to figure out, you know, like level design for games where you can wall run and rail and all that stupid shit is a lot. It's a lot. So, whatever. You come through here, right? First you have to wall run without falling. If you do a falling death in my game, I don't kill you, I just teleport you back to where you were, because nobody has time for that shit. Then you wall run through here, you know what I'm saying, 30 seconds. Then you have to wall through this area for 15 seconds. You see there are targets that you can kill. We'll set it up like if you hit a few of them while you're wall running, you'll get bonuses, because if you, what I'm gonna do is steal from, what was that shit, get to the orange door, where like, so if you're wall running, you know, your bullets go twice as far and your damage is higher, you know, shit like that, to incentivize people to kill things while they're wall running. Then, alright, this is a thing where Val wanted it to force you to wall run. Like, basically, in the initial thing, I was like, wall run 3 times, and then you're fine. Like, leave me alone. You also have to keep in mind, during these tutorials, flight is disabled, right? Until you get to the flight tutorial, which is something that, like, my art director and I, from a gameplay and, like, VR frustration, whatever, onboarding point of view, we feel like that's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like there's a lot of games like Metro. Like Metro's supposed to be amazing, but I have no idea because I won't get through the fucking tutorials because they take too fucking long. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta put the damn headset on. I gotta queue it up. I gotta deal with metas shit. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, by the time you get the damn game on, you don't want to play no more. And that's a thing. That's a real thing. So it's like I want you in and killing stuff as fast as humanly possible. And to do that, I gotta go more boomer shootery with my onboarding than you know, like Horizon Zero Dawn or whatever the fuck, where they give you like an 8-hour area. It's also a production issue. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a single person. I can't make 8 hours of tutorial fluff before the actual game starts. But whatever. That's what we're doing. So this thing right here, you know, you touch the ground, you die. You're supposed to wall run. You know what I mean? I have to make something that feels good. So I have this little area where, you know, you're supposed to wall run and you can't succeed without wall running. And then I did this one where the walls curve, but the issue with the wall running code is it only works on flat surfaces. Like, it doesn't work on like curving surfaces like the way the Titanfall one does, which, you know, because the Titanfall one is amazing. I'm just a fucking dumbass or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to do right now is put rails on the corners so you can transition immediately into the rail and then keep wall running, because you know what I'm saying, like if I use one of these, you know what I mean, you have to keep, like every time you get to, you know, right here, like every time you get to a bend in the wall run, you have to press left again. You know what I'm saying? And that's not intuitive. Like, you need to be able to go seamlessly around the corner. So I might not be smart enough to figure that out right now. So I'm thinking of alternatives, you know what I'm saying, just for the sake of right now. And then there's a whole nother section, because Val wanted Melee to be in this, but I feel like Melee should be its own tutorial, because you can do uppercuts and wall kicks and all kinds. Like, matter of fact, I'm not even going to explain any of that. Melee is going to be like pick up the sabers, hit things, kill stuff, blocks, parries, grapple, kicks, wall kicks, and that's going to be it. I'm not going to explain the Devil May Cry shit right now, because, you know, I mean, I know it's like I'm old, I guess, and I feel like you should learn how to play the game as you play the game. So like the trick, like bunny hopping for speed and wall runs and grapples and uppercuts and the combo system that I have not explained to anyone at all in the world, or the whole uppercut teleportation Devil May Cry thing, because there's a lot of Devil May Cry in here, but I'm not explaining that shit to nobody, because I think it'd be more fun if you find it yourself. So yeah, so there's these tutorials, right? And then there's the tutorials for people who skip the tutorials, right? Which is a whole nother thing. Basically, like, I'm not gonna lie, I took the Armor Core 6 intro, which is tutorial intro, which is amazing. You come through here, and then it's like, you know, this is a forest area, so then it's like it teaches you how to fly. You know what I mean? You come through here, this opens up, you come through here, and then this teaches you how to, you know, fight. Like, it's super fast and straightforward and to the point, and does not go into great detail for all the mechanics, but it will be for all the ADHD players and, you know, Zoomer kids who skip the tutorial, go immediately into the game, but then at this point you still have to force them to like learn some of the mechanics, but it's in a fun way. Like, everything blows up, you know, and you shoot it and all that good stuff. The Halo thing, where you feel all super powerful even though, you know what I'm saying. You come through here, you learn about jump pads. You come over here, it teaches you how to do the launch sequence, which is basically like from Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Left throttle's left hand, right throttle's right hand. When you charge all the way up, it shoots you out in space. You come over here, and then you learn aerial combat. You fight a few of these dudes, and then it takes you tutorial. So basically I had to make 2 sets of tutorials, and then all the mechanics for both of them bitches. Realized like I needed more drama and spectacle, which is, you know what I'm saying, like what this is about. So then, like, you know, you spawn up here, you're like, oh, you know, like we can and they're fighting each other already. What I realized is like I was expecting the players to be able to move like with like Battletoads level mechanical complexity or whatever at the beginning, which is wrong. You know what I mean? So what you do is like I played a whole bunch of boomer shooters. I played fucking with them bitches. What's the fucking? It's Titanfall, but not Titanfall. It's new Titanfall. I can't think of the name of it. But yeah, I played a bunch of boomer shooter games with wall running mechanics. Turbo Overkill, Ultra Kill, you know, all of those. Sprawl, that's the name of it. And what they do is like they give you just first they start you off in boxes, so you can't fuck up, right? You know what I'm saying? Then also, what's the other game that's amazing? The one where you have a skateboard and you're in the sky. It's the motherfucker who made the nigga who made the fuck. My brain, I've been awake too long. I'm sorry. Shit. You have a gun. And you, like, I need to cut my laptop on because I have all these games all queued up already. So, but whatever. Yeah, all the boomer shooter games. What they do is they start you in a container, right? And then they give you shit, hours worth of time to get used to, you know, the air movement, the fucking wall runs. That like they give you a lot of time to get used to movement. In boards with a lot, like not very many enemies, to give you the time to fucking get acclimated to the controls. And I didn't have the production budget to make that at originally, but then you know, because the game just everything takes longer because, you know, the world's fucking fucked up. I now have the time to yeah. So all of this is the end of the tutorial for people who skip the tutorial. And then there's a whole nother boss for the end of the tutorial, which is like a cage match fight against a mech, that's gonna be fucking awesome too. So yeah, from November to January, February, March, April, May, and there was a lot of stupid shit that we were doing. So all I could really do is like just polish underlying game code and stuff. I couldn't do nothing. Eventually at one point I'll put the old Armored Core levels back into the game in some kind of codex or something. Because, you know, it's straight up like, you know, turn left 5 times, turn right 5 times, activate your shit, deactivate flight mode in the air, do grapples fucking 5 times, like, you know what I'm saying, all of that stupid shit. Yeah, see, tutorials. So these are the old ones, and they were each one was its own level, and no one had the patience to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, pistols, wall run, activate fight, disable flight, air dash left, air dash right, air dash down, fucking rifles, bazookas, reload, lock on, grapples, grapple polarity, something that no one understands right now. Sabers, saber strikes, blocks, parries, fucking low kicks, double kicks, wall kicks, uppercuts, shit. And then there's like uppercut dashes, teleports, which is, I'll explain all that stuff later.